Previously on Icy World.
We will get started on a very long panning session, but we'll do a Q&A just to pass the time. Hooray! Let's go check out what we got. I've spent way too much time on that. I screwed it up, and now I'm just going to let it sit there and cool and forget about it. Greetings, programs. Pyrrh Pianissimo here, and welcome to a vintage story, Icy World. Today we have a lot of miscellaneous things to do. You can see where I left off in this big, very much. Oh, it's a sculpture. Yeah, it's a sculpture. We won't pay attention to that. What we need to do is get some storage going because I have a whole messed up inventory here. But those, better put our tongs on, those nails and strips will at least make us 4 chests. And that should be good enough to get our storage organized again. And with all of these books unavailable to be sold to the vendor, which is I'm a little bit not happy with, that's what I used to do a lot of. Let's put our bookshelves right here. We'll just make bookshelves to put them on. Okay, we're going to read the lore first, I suppose. We'll just do them all. Okay, the clock tolls 7. Great. We'll just line them all up here. And I think that leaves us 1 book left. Oh, clock forgot one. Okay, maybe we'll make a bedroom upstairs and we'll have a little bookshelf up there. That'll be cool. Okay, we will also need to spend a little time today organizing some things, but we need to make sure we're taking care of our priorities as well. One of the first priorities of an icy world is securing food, and that is what we're going to do today. Let's grab the dirt, which is here. Okay, we have dirt. We'll need some path blocks, which are, well, those aren't path blocks, but we'll take the shale. We'll take some stone path. And what if we got a lot of extra of, let's go ahead and use the sandstone. No. Let's go ahead and stick with the regular dirt. What we're going to do, first of all, I'm actually going to dump a few more things out of my inventory. We'll come back through and take care of all of this. I think we have some seeds somewhere. Yes. And the potash. Great. And a hoe? Should have a hoe? Yes, there is the hoe. Now, we're not going to make a full-fledged greenhouse quite yet, although that will actually be the goal at some point. What I do want to do is bring this out and make sure that we can get at least a strip of dirt down there. Let's see, we need to come in 3. And then 3. So let's at least get the front of this done. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Now this is the shared walls. So, and then this will be, I guess I should get my pick, huh? That's all right. And then this will be path block. And then we'll come out this way. Yep. Okay. This needs to have a support under it. So we're just going to come out like this. I think it'll look silly if I use anything else. Looks like we have more shale harvesting in our future. And then we can just put the dirt right on top of it, just like this. And that's the wrong dirt. Arrgh. And then we can just put the dirt right on top of it. Right. Just like that. 2, 3, 7. And then, you know, this would have been a lot smarter had I done the support first. Erg. Let's go do that. This is not easy. Really. I know I'm making it look really, really simple. I know I'm not, but yeah, it is not easy. All right, let's get the rest of this underwater stuff done. Oh gosh. Just if it didn't go up so fast, I'm not really sure how to fix that. Okay, well, we'll just struggle with this a little bit longer. And then that's going to be our center square, correct? Well, the good news is if I mess it up, I have something called a bucket now. And I can fix it. All right, let's just hoe whatever we can until our hoe breaks. And then let's check the garden to see what kind of seeds we'll end up that we need someplace to plant. Yeah, looks like I'll get almost half of this done. Yep, eventually we will enclose this into another greenhouse. Probably has to be pretty quick. And now we have potash. And what we do with this is we make high fertility soil. Oh yeah. And slow release fertilizer of potassium. So let's see what all we're going to need. Well, let's make sure we've got a way in here. Just like that. Okay, do we have any harvestable crops yet? Oh, we have turnips. Anybody else done? No. Soybeans are definitely not done. We have a mature spelt too. How about that? Any carrots? Nope, not quite yet. All right, so we don't have a lot. We have a lot of things that are going to use nitrogen. So I'm thinking we plant all the nitrogen crops in here for now. I don't know, maybe that's a mistake. Maybe we really should be planting everything on the new high fertility soil. I don't know. That's depleted in nitrogen. That's almost full nitrogen. That one is. I'm really not sure. Maybe we should plant our cabbage on them. Anyway, what I thought I would do was save this for the flax. So, you know, I don't think it really matters. We'll just come in here and find our flax. Yeah. We'll give it some... Yeah, we'll just... Oh, shoot. Does it turn it into high fertility? Even though it's got stuff on it? Yes, it does. Okay, so it's not going to waste it. All right. Let's give it to our flax. Especially the ones that I planted that were yucky. Didn't I have a flax that I planted there? No, I didn't. Okay, that'll make up for these that were like totally deficient in potassium, and I just happened to toss them down there. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and do this along here as well. Everything that's along the edge that's going to get a maximum moisture capability. And then along this edge as well. I mean, why not? Okay, that works. And that takes care of this little quick trip for optimizing some greenhouse stuff. I do want to move this. I think I can just break it with my hands, yeah. And let's take this back inside. I don't really want to run the risk of dropping stuff on the ground anymore. To be sure. Let's put all of the garden things in one place. We did have dirt over here somewhere, did we not? Actually, I just took all of that out. Okay, so what we'll need to do is organize all of this stuff too. Did I say that already? I think I did. So next up is to take care of the rest of the food. And that means we should be able to pick up our pit kiln stuff. Yes. And then some bowls. I think that's all we made. We have enough clay. We might want to make a couple of ingot molds. So that might be something that we also take care of today. Let's grab a piece of fat. Actually, 2. And I want to make 2 little oil lamps. One is going to go in with these. I'll put it... Oh, I don't need to shift click it. This one, let's see if I can get in there. And now if I hold it, it'll light this up. I need to pick all of this stuff out. And let's beat this out. Can we pick it up? No, 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 no. Alright, apparently I did not get this complete last time I did it. I want to bust this out. I'm going to go grab that, I think. Yeah, let's go grab it. You know, we've got a few other things back there. Let's see if we can recover them. I have to remember, gathering resources isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. It's a little spooky down here. Can we see anything interesting while I'm creeping myself out? There's a whole... Whoa! I don't know if I want to go down there. There's quartz. It's a cave. Wow. Okay, that's a little scary. What about over here? Whoa! That's a lot of damage. Phew. Okay. No more distractions. Now, am I going to have to reset? Yeah. I'm still getting the effect of taking damage. Alright, let's reset that real fast. Okay. Back to what we were trying to do. I may have to take this one out too. And of course... Yeah, we're doing this again. This has just been a series of episodes that everything is going wonky. All right, let's put our little oil lamp down. And this down. And where is our step? Oh, let's get our vessel in. Poink. Now, it's at 0.58 for veggies, 0.56, and now it is 0.19. That is what we want to see. Let's put you guys away. And remember, food is... Oh gosh, that is expiring, actually. Food is very important. So, well, that's not what we want. What I want to do is yoink this up. 4.4 days. We can just put you in a bowl. We need some veggies, so we'll just munch it. Okay. Back to what we were going to do. Make bread. Which means we'll need to gather some wood. All right. Find our torch. What did we do with the... There it is. And our bucket, which should be right here. All right, and I believe if we make dough the same way, 14% spoiled. How? The flax is fresh for 6.6 days, but it makes dough that's spoiled. Okay, I guess we don't have a choice, do we? I think maybe that might be a little bit of a bug. Just maybe. Okay. Next time we don't let flour get past a certain point. Wow. Although that was kind of strange. We actually found that flour. Alright, well once this heats up, we should be able to make all of that bread. Or do we want to make a pie? That would be fun. Why don't we make like a cabbage pie? Actually, let's go ahead and make turnip pie. Okay, so I should be able to go... Is that... Oh, isn't that how I make it? Or do I need a table? I wonder if I need a table. Well, that's still heating up. I'm not sure if I can do that. What do we need for a table? Wooden table. Well, that's easy enough. Just like that. Fine. Our oven is hot. Let's go ahead and bake a little bit of bread. Okay. There we go. That's how we do it. Need to add filling. Look! Turnip pie. Neat. Fresh for 3.2 days. Okay, well, there's one way to make it fresher. Great. And I might have enough. I might need a little bit more veggie. We top it off with some carrots. Look, that's pretty. Yep, and that's all of the dough. Okay, now this I learned not to blink too much. Otherwise I end up with burnt bread. This should be enough to bake. All of these? Okay, so is our bread is still good. Okay, that's a little scary when it starts showing things as already spoiled when you make it. Okay, 87, that's 100 days. 76, 87, 90, 6.5 years, and 12.1 years. I think those are going to go up there, huh? Yeah, okay. 62 days, and then of course we're going to eat that first. Heart baked. The oven looks good still. So unfortunately, we will need to take a little bit of time and organize some inventory at some point. Okay. 62 days. 31 days. Oh, looks good to me. What did I do with the table? Can we just pick it up? No, we have to beat it up. Let's put our table right next. For now, let's put our table there. Okay, so I think what we need to do next, because tomorrow we're going to finish up the drifter trap. We'll add, little bits and bobs. And then all we'll need is some light. But the first thing I want to do is clear up around it, and I want some armor, just in case that wolf decides to get uppity and come after me. If he manages to get out of the little the little tree, I don't know, little area that he keeps turning circles in. I guess that must be a really nice nap spot. While that is cooking, armor stand. We can make that with 2 hay bales and a smile of boards. Okay, we'll take care of that. Think we'll burn our pie if we turn our back? I certainly hope not. All right, looking for, ooh, we'll need to, oh no! Okay, there won't be an armor stand very soon. Not until we grab some more grass. But armor will be the next thing that we'll do. And that's done. Nice! Okay, we've got some decent food here. And yeah, okay, so what do we need to eat? Vegetable and grain, most definitely, because we've been filling up on this meat stew. Okay. And that's what this happens to be, is vegetable and grain. Great. Isn't that pretty? All right. Let's go ahead and get with the armor making. We're gonna need an axe too. Gonna need an axe. Let's grab you. And let's take care of some firewood. Now, we were making lamellar, I believe, and I should have, yes, pelts. And we're going to try and make some cloth armor, of which it looks like we have plenty. I don't think it was lamellar. It wasn't lamellar. It wasn't improvised armor either. It was body lamellar. That's right. Okay. Boop. And our 4 little bitty pelts. Piece of resin. Okay, there is our body piece. And for pants, we do this with the 2 little danglies. Right. There's the legs. And then I want to say hat is like this with tassels. Right. Okay, well, there is one thing done for today, and that is in preparation for tomorrow. Here's our little chemicals chest, which we want to split up again. Let's go ahead and keep the soil down here, and then other chemicals can go up here. Or I say up there. Okay, maybe making some signs should be done as well. This is chemicals and dirt, things for the garden, actually, which we don't need that dirt anymore because that's going to be plenty. Right, so we can make paths with this stuff. Great, so we can just put the fertilizer in with chemicals. And we will put boards and wood down here. This is to remind me that we need an armor stand here. Oh, let's pick up our tools. This is garbage. Ugh. We need someplace to put garbage, don't we? And let's put our armor here. Because this, I believe, yes, this makes a bigger hunger rate. This one does too. It also takes walk speed. This also takes walk speed. Okay, let's get our equipment back on our bar where it belongs. Pick, axe, shovel, knife. Pick, axe. There's our backup axe. We can go ahead and put these away for now. Okay, now we've gotten our little, I love how this just lights it up. Isn't that cute? So we have a little mini cellar here. And yeah, table and chairs. No, table and chairs. Table in front of our firewood. Yeah, that will definitely move because we'll build a fireplace there at some point. No, we want to put these down. And we'll make wood stacks along the sides and then possibly an aged crate with more just like logs in it. So while we are organizing inventory and sorting some things out in our place here, why don't we have a little chit chat? So people have asked me how to survive in an icy world. And of course, the obvious thing you have to do first is make a knife and axe so you can make fire, and then a couple spears so you can access food. But in my opinion, right after that, you get those basics down right away, and you need to concentrate on inventory. Now in 1.18, we have these Arctic ruins vessels. So that means hunting down ruins, breaking vessels, looking for reeds to make those baskets. Of course, if you find linen, then that's also important to file under inventory. The first thing I think you should be doing with the linen is making some linen sacks. In fact, I do this in every game I play. My first priority is inventory, because all of that work, you're getting loot, and you don't want to have wasted anything that you have managed to get, or find, pick up, sacrifice whatever to kill whatever to get whatever loot you got. So inventory is always really important. Then what you'll be looking for, in my opinion, is clay. Not only do you need a pot and a bowl to make your food last longer, except for 1.18, you still can't do anything with bushmeat. But other than the bushmeat, anything you do find, you want to get that pot and bowl to extend that food nutrition and make it, worth as much as possible. Then, you're looking at a lot of clay to get an anvil. You'll need a pick mold, a hammer mold, an anvil mold, and then, of course, a couple of ingot molds, because you can't really use an anvil without an ingot. The reason you need that anvil is to make a saw. Again, we're going back to inventory. And in order to make those chests, you'll need a saw and, of course, the anvil and ingots now to have a little bit better inventory and more access, since reeds are not that plentiful up in the icy world. Then you're looking at shelter, if you can, if you're in a world that allows it. I'm not sure if Snowball Earth does or not. I'll have to do some experimenting with it. But with regular icy world, you can find some oases that just little warmer pockets. Sometimes they're a lot warmer, sometimes they're only a little bit warmer. But looking for a place to call home can be very beneficial, because inventory is usually still an issue. That way you have some place to set your things down, whatever. That way you can keep even more things, gather more supplies as you are progressing. Along with that shelter comes the concentration on food again. This opens the possibility of a garden. Remember, we're making the most use of our time and resources as soon as we can to get seeds in, get them planted, make a greenhouse. You can do that with glacier ice to get that extra heat to make that possible. Then we're back to the clay, because you need a way to preserve this food. The primary things that we're going to need to prepare for the long dark will be enough food for the winter and enough fuel. So that's going to be another project, is to gather as much fuel as possible, have it ready to go once things start getting cold. Make sure that shelter is secure enough so you have a spot to go in and get warm really quickly if needed. And then warmth. Not only that shelter, but you're looking for clothes. That could be clothes that you find that are warmer. We're looking at curing leather with fat to make the fur clothes. And then if you can, when you find an agriculture trader, take a look for oak trees. Remember that shelter, that home base that we picked. Look for those acorns or those oak seeds from the agriculture trader so you can get some oak growing, so that you can process some leather, have that in time to make there. I think there's a few leather clothes that you can make. If you are lucky enough to get leather going, then I also think the first thing, we're going back to that inventory again, first thing you want are those leather backpacks. So yeah, really quickly, you're looking at the very beginning. You need to get enough materials to make a knife, an axe, a torch, and a fire. And then a couple of spears so you can get food. Then you're looking at getting enough reeds to make inventory, not only your own baskets, but possibly some storage baskets. You're looking for enough clay so you can make your molds, to get an anvil. You're looking for a home base, hopefully in a warmer area. And then to prepare for the long dark, you're going to need food, a way to grow and store as much as possible, to preserve it as you can. You need to gather up your fuel and have it stored, and then your warmth. Figure out clothes, gather enough linen, possibly gather enough leather, enough fat, possibly processing leather, and enough linen, armor, and even linen sacks. I mean, there you go. You're improving your inventory once again. I think that's the first thing that you should be using your linen for, is to improve the inventory. Again, when you process leather, the first thing you should be using it for is to improve your inventory. So yeah, there are my Icy World tips. I hope that helps. All right, I think we have mostly organized everything. Well, I haven't fixed this yet, but I want to wait until this is completely done. So it's going to be a couple more days for that. Look at that. Oh, wait, that's not right. There we go. Okay, so it messed up that graphic, but this looks good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Let's put our bowl away. Yes, we're going to climb up on our counter so we can see where the bowl goes. So another day of puttering around the house, but we got a lot done. We have a suit of armor ready, and we've discovered what resources we lack. So what our next order of business will be is to check up on that drifter trap, clear out around the area. Then the only thing we'll have left to do down there is get some light, which means going and gathering some materials, namely lead. to put with those candles that we panned up and make some lanterns. Thank you so much for joining me. It's nice to have this place a little bit organized again. And I'll see you next time. In the meantime, play hard, die often, and leave a good-looking corpse. I'm not sure I can handle any more struggle. I can't wave with the pie in my hand.